Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Young Kwenku has it all teed up. And we're underway in Atlanta. Starting from the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Another one for Cook. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and just 2 to go. Again, it's Cook. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. They will go. It's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Trying it left side with Cook. He's out in the clear. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted. To stop in a quick pass, it became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Davis will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
They'll go again with Davis. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he gets in, touchdown! The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Pass now to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. A toss now to Robinson. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Putting a receiver in motion. From the 18 on 2nd down. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Penix has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll run it with Robinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Robinson reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons start off well to tie things 7-7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Play action now. Allen. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Falcons scoop it up. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing now, following the turnover. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Connect on first, it's second down. Robinson on the inside give. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Third down give to Robinson. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll make our return. Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Play action. Here's Penix. Bails out of the pocket quick. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
You know, I don't mind taking that risk, especially on early downs. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work. But Kate, the good news, you've got 2 more downs to try to find it first.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Penix looking to pass. Catch is made in close. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They've got a man in motion. Here's Penix. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the turnover into a lead. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This return starts at the 5. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This is Cook on the handoff. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. Throwing here, Allen. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Coleman with the grab. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Allen. Connection made to Coleman. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Fits it through the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll come up 1st and 10. This is Cook. And he runs it inside the 10 to the 9. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. We send a man in motion. Now run by Cook. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now a give to Cook, running left. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. Man in motion here. They'll run here following the penalty. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down.
You know, Kate, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They go play action. Here's Penix. Flushed out of the pocket. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Penix now on 1st down. Throwing the out route complete. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Working inside the red zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Falcons leading near the break. And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back, third down coming up. Another carry for Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And it sets up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Back to the air, Allen. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Allen on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Play action now with Allen. That's cut beyond the marker. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the 1st.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Again, Allen to the air. All in left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up. Allen on the play action. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Allen now on 1st down. He sends this one to the end zone. Wide open downfield. Got it! And he makes the play. It's a touchdown. But hang on a second. I spy a flag out there, Brock. This could erase that score. So the penalty backs him up. Here's a 1st and 20. Now Allen off the play action. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Davion Clowney on that stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Amendola able to put it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Penix on 1st down. That one's cut along the left sideline. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the Bills' 41-yard line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 28. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
The kick by Lutz is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Finds some space. He's past the 30. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Pass now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Penix looking to pass. It is caught left side. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first. Running left is Robinson. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Play action. Here's Penix. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Working quickly here.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up second and 20 at the 23-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Rolling out to his left. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone now. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. You can't blame him for biting on that play action, Brock. Down at the 1-yard line, you're expecting it to be a run, which made that pass play the perfect call.
Show those defenders what they want to see, what they're expecting to see, so when they give them that good old run fake and pull it back, well, it is touchdown offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons push their lead to 18. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Play action now, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Offense in the hurry-up here. 3rd and long, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense up to the line fast. Fourth down, here's Allen. Connection made to Coleman. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Allen on the play action. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Complete to Coleman. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Working quickly here. Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Davis scores. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills start the 2nd half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills make it an 11-point ball game. Bass now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Staying with Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up third down.
Penix on third down. Buying some time left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. Well, mission accomplished by the pass rush, right, partner? That is their goal. If you can't get the QB down, encourage him to roll left, make a throw across his body. Well, they forced him to do that. He threw it, and it's intercepted.
Yeah, I like that word, encourage, right? Just give him a little push that way. And you can feel the guys in coverage. They get sticky. It's like Velcro. They know if they can get tight in coverage with that QB rolling against his arm, the ball's not coming with the same velo, and it could be a sitting duck exactly like that, a target for them to go pick.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Allen now on first down. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Play action now with Allen. Brought in close to the 8. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that makes it second and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. On the handoff, here's Davis. And he's brought down for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. Trying it left side with Cook. And this one doesn't go far. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
1st and 10, or under Robinson. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. Offense up to the line fast. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 12-yard line.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's only able to get this to around the 13. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Getting out to his left. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Putting a receiver in motion. 4th down, here's Penix. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, there was no way that defense was going to pass up on that opportunity. I dare to say that was the most energetic and frenzied we've seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that deep in their own territory.
Now Allen. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Allen. And oh, he got it! Interception! Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. Vacates quickly left side. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
They go play action. Here's Penix.
Okay, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A run here with Robinson. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Here's Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Working quickly here.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Once more, it's Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you could strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he's looking to throw. Coleman with the grab. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Second and 1. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Allen setting up to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down. To the air again, Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To throw again, it's Allen. Connection made to Coleman. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Chased out to his right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Rolling left, buying some time. Great work by the coverage downfield. Buys him enough time to catch him outside the pocket. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. Looking to his fullback now. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. Trying for it with Penix. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Allen escapes out to the left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They've got to keep moving quick here. Now Allen off the play action. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Caleb Farley has it. And the Falcons take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
On the run right. This is caught inside the 15. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And they end the season the